Okay class, today we're going to learn about one of the best games ever made, but first, a quick history lesson. Let's go back to 2001 when the Japanese team Aiko were working on something. It was something quiet and colourful and understated and brilliant, and they called it Aiko.
Iko.
They called it Iko. Now, none of you dicks bought it, but everything about it was great. Even the box art. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. You could hang that in your mum's conservatory. You know, everyone who played Aiko loved it, and we tried to tell everyone, we said you've got to play this fantastic game, but everyone was like, nah, doesn't really seem like my sort of thing, get out of my house, don't call this number if it's not a medical emergency. You know, they all had excuses. But thankfully that didn't stop Team Aiko, who went straight to work on something different. It was something we'd never really played before. It was something colossal in terms of scale, in terms of ambition, and in terms of new ideas. And they called it Shadow of the Colossus. And you know what? It's probably one of the best things I've ever played. Shadow of the Colossus opens with a young man travelling to a faraway land, a forbidden land, with the body of a young woman. No one has been to this land in a long, long time, but rumour has it that there are powers here that can bring life back to the dead. Thankfully these rumours are true, but there's a catch. Quite a bloody big catch. 16 colossal beast-like beings, all of which have to be sacrificed to bring back your chosen dead person. Now, those big bits are amazing, but a lot of the game is just this. Nothingness. Well, not completely. There is a horse. That's a horse. But this world's emptiness is great. You're constantly thinking, what happened here? And it's in that deadness that it ends up feeling so alive. And then you find one of these guys. And then the whole game flips. It's madness, it's electric, it's a puzzle. It's figuring out how to get up onto this thing. It's climbing. It's holding the R1 button and shouting, hold on, you which isn't even a word, but you say it. It's falling off. It's climbing back on. It's finally finding a weak spot. And then it's stabbing. It's stabbing. It's stabbing. It's stabbing. Now, don't get me wrong, whenever one of these things falls, you're like, yes, get it up you. But really, there's something horrible and seedy behind it all. They don't feel like beasts, you do. When you kill one of these things, you feel dirty and you feel wrong, but there's no time to think about it because you've got to move on and find the next one. That's what I love most about Shadow of the Colossus. It's the level of control. Most games these days would be like, yeah, press X to jump on and then we'll do the rest of it in a cutscene, but not here. Every stab feels like it comes from your control. Every jump is a leap of faith, but you know what? It's your leap of faith, and it's as simple as that. Shadow of the Colossus is so exciting because you are always in control. I do have some criticisms, the biggest of which is that whenever you fall off a Colossi, the music instantly changes from that booming orchestral score back to the boring background music, and it kills the mood. It kills the mood more than one of my fantastic racist jokes, but the thing is, Shadow of the Colossus is a game that's beautifully simple, endlessly exciting, and you know what? Nothing can hold it back from being one of the best things this industry has to offer. Oh, I'm running out of breath. But I thought you were supposed to be picking your favourite games from this generation. Why is there a PlayStation 2 game on the list? Yeah, and I'll tell you why, because when Shadow of the Colossus was re-released for the PlayStation 3 in amazing HD, packaged alongside Aiko, oh man, it became something every PlayStation 3 owner should have. I mean, it should have been the law. And anyway, this is my list. I can put whatever I want onto this list. I could put Take That SingStar on here if I wanted to. And I might, because it's actually really good. Okay, attempt number 2. Dear Sir/Madam, I was browsing the Wii U section of one of your stores and came across the recently released Super Mario 3D World. I've been thinking of purchasing this for some time now, but on arrival to your store I found that it was priced at $49.99. An obvious glaring oversight, and I feel it's my lawful duty to inform you. I don't feel bad about it. Everyone makes mistakes. Just the other day, I accidentally put my dad's socks on instead of my own. That's a true story. Hopefully you can amend this error soon. I do have picture evidence if needed. Of Super Mario 3D World's price, not of myself and my dad's socks. Although this can be provided if you want. I don't want any rewards for this heroic deed. We gamers need to be looking out for each other. But a free PlayStation 4 and or Xbox One does seem appropriate on this occasion. I can totally pop into one of your stores to pick them up, or you could mail them out to me. Whatever is easiest for you, just let me know. Always looking out for you, Nathan Byrne. Hi Nathan, thank you for your email. In our store, the strategy is to price competitively in the local market and therefore... Good, right, I reply. Might not seem like much, but that's the first step. They've acknowledged me. I've got them right here in my grasp. They're in here. Oh, I've got them. You know, I've been having a think about the future. The future of making games. You know, years from now it's going to be very different. Be very, very different. It's not going to be like now, where some heartless games developer just shits out Call of Warfare 7 and you all are like off to your local game, Call of Warfare 6 please, and you're sold it by some arsehole who knows more about Yu-Gi-Oh than he does about how to wash his own balls. That's not going to happen anymore. What's going to happen is you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to say to yourself, I want to create magic. And what you're going to do is you're going to get some ideas together. You're going to write them down, but not on paper. It's going to be, well, it will be like paper, but it'll be like future paper. It soaks up your ideas. It takes them, all your ideas in, soaks them right up. And then what's going to happen is you're going to plant it. You're going to find a nice spot in your garden. You're gonna plant that motherfucker. You'll come back to it each day. You'll water it. You'll care for it. You'll love it. And as the days go by, you'll watch your ideas grow and grow and grow into the game that you always wanted to play. And then that day will come when it will be ready. And you know what? It'll probably still be shit. Okay, keeping it short and sweet this time. Dear Sir/Madam, last year I bought myself a copy of Assassin's Creed 3 from one of your stores. It was shite, but I finished it. I don't want any rewards for this heroic deed. We gamers need to be looking out for each other. But a free PlayStation 4 and or Xbox One does seem appropriate on this occasion. I can totally pop into one of your stores to pick them up, or you could mail them out to me. Whatever is easiest for you, just let me know. Always looking out for you, Nathan Byrne.